In pop culture, a cartel's wealth is often a simple visual: rooms filled with mountains of cash, like in Breaking Bad, or characters laundering money through a car wash. It's an easy way to show immense profit, and while cartels do deal with huge amounts of physical cash, the idea that they can just stash it in a warehouse is a massive oversimplification. The reality is that the modern cartel operates less like a street gang and more like a Fortune 500 corporation with a global financial network. Moving and cleaning tens of billions of dollars a year isn't their single greatest challenge. According to the Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, the FinCEN, cartels use incredible complex schemes to launder their money. One of the most common is trade based money laundering. They create shell corporations and move cash through legitimate international trade. For example, they may use drugs to buy tons of consumer goods in one country, ship them to another, and sell them. The profits now business revenue, look like legitimate business revenue. They use fake invoices and phantom shipments to move money across borders in a way that's almost impossible for authorities to track. They also exploit every corner of the financial system. They use structuring, where armies of people deposit dirty cash in amounts just under $10,000 limit that trigger bank reporting. They move into real estate, online gambling, and even cryptocurrency. In one scheme, cartels were even stealing billions of dollars worth of crude oil from Mexico state owned oil companies and smuggling it into the US and cleaning the profits. These aren't simple thugs, they are sophisticated financial operators who hire expert accountants and lawyers to exploit global economy. So there's a lot, right? Finally, let's talk about the myth of loyalty. Movies often portray cartels as having a strict, almost feudal code of honor. Betrayal is the ultimate sin, and to the boss is absolute. We see sicarios willing to die for their leaders in a structure that seems as rigid as a mafia family. The truth is, cartel structures are anything but stable. They're better understood as fluid networks of alliances held together by fear and mutual interest that can collapse at any moment. Internal conflicts are constant. The arrest or death of a leader almost always sparks a bloody civil war between factions fighting for control. The Sinaloa cartel, for example, is often shown as the single unified entity. In reality, it's a fractured organization with competing factions. The recent war between the faction loyal to El Mayo, Zambada, and Los Chapitos, the sons of El Chapo, has caused hundreds of deaths and thrown the state of Sinaloa into chaos. The internal warfare is fueled by the betrayals at the very top, like the alleged kidnapping of El Mayo by his partner's own son. Within these groups, loyalty is a temporary convenience. Killings are often used to eliminate internal threats and enforce control through pure fear. The idea of a noble, unwritten code is a romantic fiction. The reality is a cutthroat world where today's ally is tomorrow's rival, and survival depends on a constant, ruthless, calculating, and power and risk. So what's the takeaway? The entertainment industry's obsession with cartels has created a powerful and compelling genre. These stories are dramatic, engaging, and they tap into our fascination with power and crime. But in the end, they're just that: stories. They often gloss over the sheer brutality and the devastating human costs of the drug trade. They simplify complex financial networks into piles of cash, and they romanticize loyalty in a world that's actually defined by betrayal. While Hollywood shows us the myth, the truth is a much more disturbing and important story to understand.